wasn't until we got to the 1950s where people started to become more prosperous. We saw the advent of TV dinners and all this stuff, and more sugar, and processed foods came from everywhere. But what really happened in 1955, when one of the most popular presidents of our time, Dwight D. Eisenhower, had a heart attack.
News of President Eisenhower's sudden illness, described by his doctors as coronary thrombosis, came as a severe shock to us all.
Films of President Eisenhower made just before his heart attack are dramatic evidence of the suddenness of the illness that shocked the nation.
President Eisenhower's heart attack struck at a time when he was close to the zenith of his prestige at home and abroad. It follows that the president's illness is a vital concern to the entire world.
Well, if he could die, what could happen to me?
You have to understand, this is a period in the 1950s when America is in a complete panic about the rising tide of heart disease.
Before that, we never thought about heart attacks. We never thought about health and fitness. We didn't think about the food we were eating. No one back in the 1950s knew what their cholesterol score was, much less even knew what the word cholesterol meant.
Medical textbooks tell us that cholesterol is a white compound, somewhat soapy to the touch, and is distantly related to alcohol.
It is no alien poison to be avoided by man at any cost, but an important element in the body's chemical machinery.
Cholesterol is a kind of a fat-type molecule. It's in all of our cells, 30 trillion cells.
Cholesterol is actually so important to the body that it actually makes the majority of cholesterol that's in your blood right now. Most of the dietary cholesterol you eat will go through you, and very little actually gets absorbed. And of that cholesterol you find in the blood, most of it was made by your liver.
It is an essential of nerve tissue, for instance, and a raw material for the production of several hormones, bile, and a form of vitamin D. It is found naturally in the blood, and also often in the walls of arteries and other blood vessels.
If you eat more cholesterol, your body will make less. If you eat less, your body will make more, which makes it very interesting that it was so maligned in the past few decades.
Heart disease had been rare in the early 1900s and had really risen since the late 1920s to be the #1 killer disease by the 1950s.
We took a collective gasp in this country. We didn't want to have another president die in office.
Just imagine your president not being in the Oval Office for 10 days and he's in bed.
Besides, this guy was very popular. People wanted to find out what caused it. Could it have been his diet? And if so, what was he eating and how can we change it? This was also the time when the media was more prevalent.
Motion picture cameras join newspaper reporters in the old State Department building for an historic presidential press conference, the first ever filmed in sound by newsreel cameramen.
Well, I see we're trying a new experiment this morning. I hope it doesn't prove to be a disturbing influence.